A crispy tuna steak with some delicious crispy green beans on the side with lots of green onion. Both the fish and the green beans have two different sauces. For the fish, for our tuna, we have 4 beautiful tuna steaks seasoned lightly with salt and pepper. And then I spiced up our breading. So it's like a fish tonkatsu, really. It's a beautiful crispy cutlet. So we've got 4 beautiful tuna steaks here, seasoned lightly with salt and fine ground pepper. And in this dish, I put a combination of both panko and fine breadcrumbs. The fine breadcrumbs really help everything stick and stay together. And then I made from my own spice pantry basically like a togarashi, like a 7-spice blend. Just your basics. All of us have most of this just sitting in the cupboard. Ground ginger, best friends, granulated garlic and granulated onion. They like to hang out together. And ginger really likes garlic, so they're like a lovely little threesome over there. Then any type of chili powder. Most chili powders are blends. This is Gephardt's. It has a nice color to it and moderate heat level. A little chili powder. And then black and white, or this is a toasted white sesame seed. Both black and toasted white sesame. One or the other is fine. You don't have to use both. I happen to have both, so threw it in there. So then we're going to take the fish, press it right into those crumbs, and get about 1/4 inch of oil, good and hot, over medium to medium high heat. And then drop them in and let them cook gently. Of course, the tuna can be a little pink in the middle. You don't have to cook it all the way through. Don't kill the tuna. So in this bowl, instead of mayo, this is the sauce for the tuna. I have aquafaba. To that, I added some Dijon mustard. We're gonna add some of the ground ginger that we just used. In this case, for this sauce, I'm gonna throw in a little fresh garlic, some lime juice, some sriracha, and a little tamari. Here today, gone tomorrow, I always say. We're off to the races. I'm gonna keep an eye on the prize over here with our crispy tuna. When we come back, we'll make our crispy green beans right after this. Okay, on to the green beans. When you bring the green beans home, you can buy them ready trimmed if you don't feel like, taking the time to pick them. You're gonna blanch them just to kind of get them going. You're gonna put them in boiling water for about 30 seconds to a minute, take them out and cold shock them. Then get a pan extremely hot, pat the beans very dry. Throw a little bit of that high temp oil in the pan and blister them. This takes like 2 minutes, tops. Once they're blistered, then you're gonna add an entire bunch of scallions, cut on a bias into just a couple inch pieces. The point here is crispy. You do not want these to lose their color or their beautiful texture. I'm gonna take out the last of our tuna steaks here. You don't wanna overcook crispy tuna. Turn that pan off. To this pan, the natural salt. We're gonna add a little soy or tamari or shoyu or liquid amino if you want it to be gluten-free. We're gonna add a little splash of mirin for sweetness. And we're gonna finish with a little bit of toasted sesame oil. All of these should be kept in the refrigerator once you open them. I'm gonna let this cook down for just a minute and let that sauce combine and glaze our beans. When we come back, we'll plate the whole thing. Okay, guys, here's how we plate this. Take your big, beautiful tuna steak, gorgeous. Go on top of that, we have our sriracha soy sauce mixture. Slather that down over that whole, oh, looks so good. And then I sprinkle a little bit of chive over the top of that. And then, look at those glazed green beans. I mean, really. So bright and crispy and lovely.